A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Global Online, wherein we are back with our UGC NTA NET preparation for Paper 1 for June 2024 cycle. And as you all are aware that we have started with MCQ preparations also. And in this session, we are going to do the session on Higher Education System Unit, where we have taken repeated questions which are seen on the topic regulatory structure in higher education. So let's see what this set of questions are and how it will help you to prepare for your June 2024 examination. Before we start with the session, an important announcement from 18th of March, okay, we will be starting our new batches live on the app with another unit of with another unit of your examination for NTA NET June 2024. So stay tuned how to go ahead with this live classes, how to get in touch. You will come to know at the end of the video. So let's start the session for the day. So here comes the first question is networking of libraries through electronic media is known as what? Yes. In regulatory framework, we have certain concepts with respect to policies, regulations, and with respect to your accreditation. Out of that, only one topic has been taken that when we talk about networking of libraries through electronic media, what do we call them? We call them as InflibNet, we call them as libifnet or internet or HTML. Okay. So when we talk about networking of libraries through electronic media, we call it as InflibNet. That is nothing but Information and Library Network, which was started in the year March 1991. So here we are talking clearly about libraries connecting or networking through electronic media. So information and library network is the one. Obviously, in many of the information for the digital initiatives has been done with the help of InflibNet, right? Talking about the next, the government established the University Grant Commission Act, so which comes under the policy making regulatory framework. Which year? It was in the establishment in which year? 1980, 1948, 1950, 56. See, I've told you very clearly when you talk about certain bodies, okay, in the form of higher education. Yesterday also when I have taken MCQs, I was very clear. Their establishment years, okay, with respect to the years of act and with respect to their roles and functions. You have to be very, you have to be very clear about these facts because these questions are definitely there either in the form of code questions, either in the form of match the following. So you need to be very clear about them. So, right. So these establishment of UGC Act was done in the year 1980, 48, 50 or 56. Which year? Act, Act. Be careful. Many students get confused over here. So the Act was established in the year 1956. It was established by an Act of Parliament. The year was 1956. Okay. Next, universities having central campus for imparting education. Now, yes, in regulatory framework, you have universities in the form of, central, state, deemed universities, private universities. So you should, with respect to numbers also, how many? Because many a times they give the questions either on numbers, either on the recognition of universities. So you have to keep this topic of question also in mind because yes, there are questions on this topic. So universities having central campus for imparting education were called as what? Were they called as central universities? Were they called as deemed universities, residential or open? So here it is very clear, a keyword is given, central campus. So when we have central campus for imparting education, they come under what? They come under central universities, right? Okay. Then coming to the next part, the first Indian satellite for serving the educational sector is known as what? The satellite which served educational sector. What was it? Satadu? Was it INSAT? Was it EduSat? Was it INSAT C? INSAT B or INSAT C? So when we talk about the satellite, okay, which respect to educational sector, these satellites were known as what? Okay. Now, yes, so well, let's see whether satellite was, known as the Satu or it was, INSAT B or INSAT C. So what it is basically known as. Let's see how many of you are very clear. This is something, very important. Many questions are, coming out of these topics also. So you have to be very clear. So let's see. Okay. Okay. So Indian satellite for serving educational sector is basically EduSat, that is EduSat GSAT 3. Okay, this is in case if you get it, which GSAT it was. The very first, it was EduSat, that is educational satellite, that provides the country with, the two-way communication, and in the form of GSAT 3 it was. When I talk about SAT Edu, it is C, educational satellite, which is designed and manufactured to validate the Institute of Engineering, right? So it is basically talking about what? It is talking about Institute of Engineering. Whereas when I talk about satellite, INSAT B, so INSAT B is the Indian Communication Satellite. Okay. When we talk about INSAT C, okay, it is with respect to what? It is with respect to the communication satellite. So please make sure you know what the question is basically asking you, and what basically you are talking, with reference to. Many times students get confused that this is, with reference to satellite, it is a topic of ICT, it is a topic of communication. Here they have clearly mentioned it is for education sector. So that's what, and the year also of establishment I have given, in case if you get a question on that, you can remember this also, right? Next is exclusively internet audio counseling for students. Internet audio counseling. Now here also many students do lots of mistake with reference to the question. They just, ignore, they see, they just go with one option. So they are talking about internet audio counseling. So was it Gyandhara, Gyandarshan, Doordarshan, Prasar Bharati? So when it comes to internet audio counseling, it was under Gyandhara. Gyandarshan is television, if you don't know. Okay. And Doordarshan and Prasar Bharati, it comes under communication. We are talking about counseling by IGNOU, that is Gyandhara, which started in 2001. And if it is TV, satellite, it is, sorry, TV education, it is Gyan Darshan, right? Now, the headquarter of Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya is situated where? Now, see, as I told you, in higher education system, some question, I mean to say out of five, one question comes in such way, either they are asking about central or state universities numbers or name, or they will be asking about any one universities or Vishwavidyalaya, where it is situated. So you should be expecting such questions. They are common. So one question definitely come, but what? So you should be at least aware about some, some important concepts. So the headquarters of Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Vishwavidyalaya is situated in Sevagram, New Delhi, Varda, or Ahmedabad. So out of the given options, the one which is situated is in Varda, that is on with the date 8th Jan 1997, right? Okay. Coming to, yes, National Council for Women's Education. This is also very important. Established. Now, as I said, important institutes, they give the establishment year. So establishment year of National Council for Women's Education was what? 1958, 56, 89, or 2000. When you look at the dates, the National Council of Women's Education was established when? The year wise. So the year wise, the date is 1958, which basically worked on the condition of socio-economic status of women in India, right? Coming to which of the one is not situated in Delhi. Okay, so this again can be a part. Okay, they will give you the institutions and they will ask about their location where it is. It's not situated. So whether it is Indian Council of Cultural Relations, Indian Council of Scientific Research, National Council of Educational Research and Training, or Training Institutes of Advanced Studies. So one of the which is not situated in Delhi. So the remaining, obviously, out of four, three are in Delhi, one is not in Delhi. So in this, in fact, this question has came in, many types. So they have given this question, and this question, God knows, it comes, in alternate cycles. You can see this questions either with their location or place. So the one which is not situated in Delhi is the Indian Institutes of Advanced Study. So basically, the rest of the things. Okay, if you see. Uh, you're talking about cultural relations, scientific research, educational research, they are in training, whereas IIAS is something which is situated, in Shimla. It is, yes, in some of the papers, it has asked about its, where the location. So it is basically situated in Shimla, right? Now, value education, yes, one topic of values also is there in respect to education. So, value education in education sector stands for what? Making a student healthy, making a student getting a job, making a student, inculcate the virtues or all-round personality development. So, when we talk about education, value education, it is located, it is standing for what? What is the importance of that? So when we talk about value education, it says that it is basically value. See, please remember, some students hurriedly will talk about all round. It is not talking about teaching. It is talking about value. So it is, certain inculcation of virtues. And that's the reason we give value education at the school level. So that students are aware about these virtues and they behave accordingly, right? Coming to next question, again, one of the question from the regulatory modern system of education post independence. So, according to the Radhakrishnan Committee, the aim of higher education is what? To develop democratic values, to develop great personalities, both A or B, or what? So, when we talk about, Radhakrishnan Commission of aim of higher education, it is basically to either for the values, either for the personality, or both A and B. So, talking about this commission, it is basically not only for the values and peace and harmony, but also with, to develop the great personalities in industry, politics, and administration. So, it talks about both A and B, right? See, today I have taken very simple, light set of questions just to tell you that yes, even such questions are a part of your examination. So make sure that your practice questions, your previous year questions are mixture of all this. Do not focus on only one part, completely and ignore some other part. You should be well versed. And I told you maximum practice of MCQ should be done. So whenever you get time, wherever you get the question, please sit, attempt those questions and make sure that you are trying to, solve maximum questions in order to gain the practice to speed up and to highlight the concepts appropriately. That's all we have for the day. Students who are new to the channel and want to understand how to join Global Online, download with the help of Google Play Store, download the app. With the help of app, make sure that you are getting enrolled with the course with the help of your mobile number. Uh, Go to the course. Here you find all the aspects in the form of the content, in the form of your demo sessions, test, mock test, everything. If you have any doubts, concerns, we have given our WhatsApp numbers. You can get in touch with us. Make sure you take a decision soon and you are working out on cracking of your examination. That's all we have for the day. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next class.